Forza, the car, is the star. We believe that every car is special, has a unique personality. That's why we go to such crazy lengths to research every car right down to its flywheel mass or its bump stops. It's to capture that personality within the game. So there are 30 skills and combos within the game for you to learn and master. And as you do that, you'll earn points, and points translate into popularity, which is really important at Horizon. Your goal, or at least one of them, is to become the most popular driver at the Horizon Festival. And in doing so, you'll increase the rewards which come your way, and also the opportunities which are presented to you throughout your progression. So Horizon is also about the freedom of the open road. Colorado has some of the greatest driving roads in the world. Perilous mountain paths, high-speed interstates, but it also has farm tracks and dirt trails. Andy's going to demonstrate that now. It's best seen from bumper cam because you really get a sense of exactly what's happening as the car travels over this bumpy and undulating terrain, and what's happening with the car's tyres and suspension as he does. Now, Forza's physics updates 360 times every second, and that level of fidelity is absolutely essential for giving a varied and realistic off-road driving experience. Now, we have 65 different surface types within the game. It's not just asphalt and it's not just dirt. There are many nuanced combinations in between which give you a real diversity of handling and driving experience. So whether you're sliding sideways around a dirt race, or whether you're chasing your friends across a golf course in one of our online multiplayer games, you'll be experiencing an unrivaled off-road racing experience in Forza Horizon. One of the big thrills of driving on the open road is that the world is full of other traffic. Whether it's civilian cars or whether it's festival traffic, guys just like you who have come to the Horizon Festival in their car and are now showing off on the roads surrounding it. Now, these guys use Forza's Drivatar AI system, which gives them personalities. They know where they want to go. If they meet other drivers around the world, then they're going to start races with them. But the really cool thing is that wherever you meet them, you can challenge them to a race right there and then and win cash for beating them. I guess even better than beating these festival drivers is beating your friends, right? So Horizon tracks everything you do within the game and compares it to what your friends have been doing. People on your friends list, people in your car club. For example, Andy's going through a speed zone here, which has tracked his average speed across this section of freeway, and immediately the game compares his progress to someone on his friends list. And you can be sure that that guy, next time he logs into Horizon, is getting a message telling him that Andy has beaten his speed. Horizon allows you to show off to and beat your friends wherever you are. Alright, so last summer we sent a lot of our art team out to Colorado to do some really deep research into the state, and they all came back and said one thing: you will not believe the views. If you've been to Colorado, you'll know that's true. So we knew right there and then we were going to have to invest some serious time in technology to allow us to draw these vistas. Now, vistas are no stranger to the Forza series. If you've played the Bernese Alps track, amazing, spectacular scenery. The difference in Horizon is that if you can see it, you can drive to it. So we had to create what we call Uber LOD technology, or Uber LOD technology, which allows us to draw 20 kilometers into the distance while still maintaining the level of visual fidelity you've come to expect and demand from Forza games. Alright, let's fast travel to another part of the map. I really want to show you as much as I can in this time. Everything comes from the Horizon Festival. We knew about the Horizon Festival, we knew we were making an open world game. We knew we were making an open world game. That means a day-night cycle. That's price of entry for an open world game. Now, we were fortunate because the technology we started building on was Forza's image-based lighting system. It does such a great job of really setting the car in the scene. Our challenge was to make that system work in real time. And to do that, we've actually implemented a bunch of systems here which I'll run through. First of all, we have a real-time sky and cloud system which is always changing and always evolving. We have a dynamic sun which moves across the sky and casts shadows from every object in the world dynamically. And finally, we have atmospheric scattering, which picks out individual particles within the atmosphere and really gives this view a sense of depth and realism. And if Andy cheats a little bit and fast forwards the time cycle, you can see exactly the effect that that has on the world. The great thing about day-night is that in Horizon, the driving experience is always changing. A road that you've traveled during the day takes on a completely different complexion when you're driving it again at night lit only by the light of your headlights. All right, so we've been building this game for a while, and as we build our games, we test to see what the problems are with the thing we're building. And as we've been testing this game, 2 points have really recurred. The first one is really simple. People say, this world is so huge, I get lost easily. The second point is actually related to that. People say, sometimes I forget where I'm going or what I'm supposed to do next. And if you think about it, both of those problems are problems that exist in lots of open world driving games. But we had to solve them in ours. And we've done that using Kinect. Now, as you can hear, there's a lot of ambient noise in this room, so I've actually switched off our Kinect sensor, but I'll talk you through what this technology does. We have a GPS system in our game which I can control using my voice while I drive. So if I say something like GPS, Festival Auto Show, Forza's innovative green line shoots out in front of my car and guides me to where I'm going. Now, I could equally have asked it to guide me to a different destination, or even asked it a different question. Where's my next race? What's my nearest event? And Kinect would have intelligently answered my question and guided me to where I need to go. Two huge open world problems, solved it in one stroke by Kinect. So Andy's driving to the Horizon Festival now. I've talked about it a lot, now you're going to see it. And we talk about it as a place where competition meets culture. I guess the culture side of it is pretty self-evident. We've created a vibrant, living summer music festival with all the lights and sounds and crowds that you'd expect from such a place. But it's also the centre of the competition within the game. Your goal is to go to Horizon and become the new Horizon champion. And you'll do that by returning to the festival site time and again throughout your game to progress your single-player career by registering for circuit races and point-to-point races to compete in. It's also the place that you'll come back to jump online, whether that's by creating car clubs with your friends or jumping into Rivals mode, which I'll talk more about as we go on. And finally, it's the place you'll come to indulge your car passion, whether that's by painting your car or by upgrading it at the workshop, or even by going to the auto show where you can browse and buy cars from our extensive and diverse car list. Now, we're not at the stage where we're going to talk in specifics about our car list just yet. That's something that we'll confirm later in the summer. There will be a wide range of online competitive racing modes for you to enjoy. Any event that you can do in single player, you can take into the online space and compete with the community. That's great. We also have Rivals mode. Now, Rivals mode allows you to form a really intense one-on-one rivalry with someone in your friends list or your car club, or just in the community in general, whether that guy is online or not. And finally, we have playground games. Now, you might be familiar with playground modes from Forza 3 and Forza 4. They're the really fun, non-racing games like Virus Tag and Cat and Mouse, which have actually become as popular as the standard racing modes in Forza's online system. For the first time in the Forza franchise, we're taking cars off-road in a really meaningful way, and I talked you through some of the design and the physics that are all in place there. So what that suddenly means is cars that are built specifically for the road, for asphalt, maybe aren't as suitable in those surfaces as cars like the Audi Quattro, for example, a classic rally car, or even some 4x4s, which you've seen in Forza before but only raced on the track. Suddenly, that sort of car in a rugged, open terrain environment makes a whole lot of sense. So Forza Horizon is released for Xbox 360 on October 23rd, 2012.